Hello everyone, 8 o'clock as promised, and with the Watercolour Christmas Project Kit. So I just wanted to take a few minutes to show you these 4 cards and how easy they are to make. You cannot order this kit until Friday, September the 1st, but I am happy to, take some pre-orders so that I can place them for you on the Friday if you're local. I am also happy to run this as a card class. Hey, Teresa. This also could be done as an online class where I stamp it for you and send you the kit. So there are several options. And the reason... Hi, Lynn. So, okay, long story short, let's just move on. Okay, so the kit, you make 20 cards, okay? 5 each of these 4 designs. Hi, Lynn. If you want to do the kit on your own at home, you also need this stamp set. And then you also need some adhesive, and you need black ink, or whatever color you want, I suppose. So that is the difference between you ordering the kit to do on your own at home. You need to also include this stamp set. If you want to cut down on your costs, you can do the kit with me in a class. And as you can see, I already have the stamp set. Additionally, if you would like to do the kit, but you can't make it to a class, or you'd prefer to do it on your own, I can stamp the pieces for you. And as long as you have your own adhesive, you would be able to do everything you need at home. Okay, so let's get started. So it comes in this handy dandy package, everything you need. So I had started the other day to make 4 of one of each of the cards because I was going to give them as a gift. And then what I ended up giving was the cards I already had made. So we're just gonna finish the 4 that I had made, and you'll be able to see how easy it is. Okay, so here are our 4 card fronts, and I have already put on a few of the pieces. So I'm just gonna show you sort of how this works, okay? So everything comes and you just do the stamping and then the putting together. You get this gold ribbon and you get all the bits, and then you just have to put it together and do the stamping. But like I said, hi Jamie, I've already done the stamping. All right, so I had already stamped in my basic black this Merriest Christmas Wishes on this piece. Then what I have done is, you can see here were the shapes, the holly and the berries, all already colored. I just had to punch them out and use adhesive to stick them on. Okay, so I had done that already. These red pieces that you are seeing on these 3 card fronts came from here. So you just punch them out and then use adhesive to put them on the card fronts. All right. The other stamping I had done is on these pre-made shapes, Season of Cheer and Oh Joy. And then on this pre-stamped shape, another Season of Cheer. So that is what you do, okay? It is that simple. And then, like I said, I've attached these red pieces. This one card front, the red card front, you can see that's got some gold sequins on it. So those sequins, you just literally take off the end of the ribbon, and then you have to fine glue or glue dot them onto your card front. So I had already done that. All right. And then the rest is going to be dimensionals and cutting some more of the ribbon. So it's all in here. If anyone is familiar with the kits or Paper Pumpkin, it's very similar. Tells you what you need to do to make these cards. So it is fairly straightforward. All right. So this guy would go on with dimensionals. All right. So boom, card done. this green guy, he's got the red thing we've already placed on there, and then he's got some ribbon and the sentiment. So the only thing I need to check is how much ribbon. It says 12 inches of gold sequin. So, get out my handy dandy sequin and my scissors. So, for any of you who have used this grid paper at a class, it is fabulous because it has a ruler on the bottom. So I can just measure 12 inches. Now I do remember when I made my first card though, that is like way too long. So I'm actually gonna measure and then cut, and then you end up with extra sequin because 12 inches, it was like hanging off the card. And nobody needs that. So I'm gonna cut it there. And I'm gonna trim that. Okay, so what this actually ends up being is, and I should write that down, like 9.5, okay? So not 12, 9.5 inches for future reference. All right, and then I remember when I made my first one, I'm kind of picky about how I wanted it to loop. So I actually put a bit of snail behind it so that it would loop nicely, because this one, our Oh Joy, is going on. So I'm just gonna punch that out. Bring this back into our main frame. And so that is gonna go there using dimensionals though. So if you are at all like me and you're kind of picky about how you want that to look, I would suggest taking your snail or a glue dot and sticking it down. So I think I just used snail last time, and I just kind of got that looping how I wanted it. And then coming out the bottom like that. All right. And then we've got our dimensionals again. So the kit does not come with adhesive or dimensionals. So if you chose to do this kit, those are the other things you would need, as well as the stamp set, unless you come and do it as a class with me. Order the stamp set yourself, or pay a tiny little surcharge to have me stamp it for you. I like the stamp set though, so if you are in need of a Christmas stamp set, you know, it might be a nice one to have. I'm actually really liking the size of these sentiments and the sentiments that we have, and we plan to use them for other things. So like literally done. What did I do with this stamp set? I would show it to you again. Ah, here it is. So the other thing that I should mention that. So it's got this lovely sentiment that you can stamp inside. Okay, so really nice. And so you can see like this Merriest Christmas Wishes is quite big. Like you could easily, you know, that's your main card front, right? Like this is our main card front. Season of Cheer and Oh Joy. And then you've got these little Christmas trees that you could stamp your envelopes with, or what I would actually like to do with this card, so maybe we will give it a try while we are live. And before I stick this down, I was curious what this red one would look like if we used our Versamark and the tree. So maybe let's do this cute little tree with the star on it. Be good if it was adhered to our block first. So this will just be super subtle then in the background, but just add a little bit more to our card. So let's take a look at how that looks now. Yeah, I kind of like that. I like it a little bit more than with nothing. So can you kind of see very faintly the addition when you Versamark that? All right. Hi, Nat. Thanks for joining us. So now that Nat has joined, it has made me think that this would also be an excellent Mom and Me kit. You could do it at home if you wanted, or it would be a good one I would offer as a class as long as I had enough interest. So the other thing about this kit, because you make 5 of 4 different styles, you can share it. So if you wanted to come to a class and make these cards with me, if you had a friend, let's say you only want to make 10 cards, so find somebody else who wants to split the kit with you. Come to the class and just make 10 cards. You don't need 20. Or, you know, find a few friends. Okay, so these both now just have the ribbon. So this guy here just has, like, it kind of goes like this and then like that, like this and like that, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna cut it like there. And so what you want to do if you get this kit and you're doing it on your own, anytime a little sequin falls off, you need to save those because you need those for the red cards. So just out of curiosity, let's see how much it told us we needed. We were supposed to cut 4 inches of the gold sequin for this card, and I cut, oh, well, I actually did cut 4 inches. All right, so that's accurate. So same thing, I know that when I did this, I put a little snail on there because I wanted to make sure I liked how the ribbon was. So I'm going to do that again. You just have to be careful where you put it so that it is covered by your season of cheer when we put that on. That's all. I think I actually too, because I'm a little bit picky, I put a glue dot there, but we can see what it looks like once we put this on. So we get our season of cheer, we get our dimensionals, and away we go. So you can see these cards are super simple. It's a great kit. If you want to just quickly get 20 Christmas cards made and in the mail, plus it's got the stamp set, the inside sentiment, you're laughing, right? It's gonna take all the stress out of your Christmas cards. Of course, I would love to have you join me and do it, but hey, if you want to order the whole thing and do it at home, that's awesome. By all means. There we go. So that is the third one. I feel like I kind of want to glue dot up there. I'm telling you. I'm a little bit, I'm going to use one of these old paper pumpkin glue dots and just kind of scrunch it up. So you can see as I scrunch it up, and then I'm just going to roll it and stick it on here so that my sequins are sitting where I want them to, because I kind of want it to turn like that. All right, there we go. Okay, season of cheer, done. All right, we're on to the last one. So this is another season of cheer. It's got this whole piece, and that's gonna go there, again with our dimensionals, and then we have more of this. So this wants us to cut 12 again. So let's cut 12 and we'll go from there. And this guy, they have coiled around. So it goes like that, and like that, depending on how much you like to follow instructions. And they have it kind of a little bit like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick some snail down the middle, because that is totally going to be covered with our sentiment, so that this is going to stick how I want it. Now, like I said, totally not a requirement for anyone to do it the way that I do it or the way the instructions have it. Hey Dorothy, hi, thanks for joining. So I actually would want that up there. So again, I am likely to put my last little glue dot up there to get my sequin laying like I want it to. So I'm just going to stick that there, stick that there. All right, boom. Okay, we are going to put our dimensionals on this piece. So I'm going to put 5 on this guy. He's pretty big. And then you guys, we're done. Hello, Sandra. So just like that, we have created all 4 cards. You know, this would obviously take you a few minutes longer because like I had already stamped all of the sentiments before the video, because I was going to work on these when I was on vacation, thinking I was going to have so much time to do all this crafting. And you know, it's just not how it worked out. All right, and then that is just going to go on there. Not like that. Like that. Okay, so there you have it. The Watercolor Christmas card kit. And we have just made all 4 cards in no time at all. So a tiny little modification, because I stamped those trees on there in the watermark, right? Everything else is exactly like outlined in the kit. Okay, so love it. I hope you love it as well. How it breaks down if you want to order this or come to a class. The kit itself is $27 before shipping and handling. So I think it works out to $33 once you add shipping and tax. That is if you were shipping with a group order, because keep in mind, any order $100 or less, you're paying a straight $9.95 shipping. If you also wanted to buy the stamp set is going to cost you an additional $24. If you want to do it with me as a class, you're only going to be paying for the kit. If you wanted to buy the kit and do it at home and you want me to stamp it for you, then we're just gonna add a little bit of a surcharge for my time to do the stamping, but that's where we're at. So if you're local and you're thinking you want to do it as a class, I've listed on both my Facebook page and my blog all of my Christmas card class dates. I am happy to make one of those a watercolor kit class instead of a Stamp-A-Stack. So I just need to know that people are interested, and we'll play around with that. I'm also considering changing a couple of the Stamp-A-Stack classes. I currently have 2 per month in October. No, maybe I have 5. 2 in October, 2 in November, and 1 in December. I will happily do a Christmas card tag class if people would rather have that, or they would like that in addition. So you want to come and make your Christmas cards, and then you also want to come one time and make Christmas tags. So just comment below or send me a message if any of those seem like they are of interest to you. Additionally, if you are anxious to get your hands on this kit, like I said, Friday, September 1st is when you can order from the catalog. It's when it will be online if you don't already have a copy. If you are local to me and you need a copy still, please let me know. I have plenty to go around. But if you are local to me and you want to save on shipping and you want to get this kit in your hands, then please let me know, and I can definitely be placing a group order over the Labor Day long weekend once the catalog goes live. All right. So thank you for joining me on this Saturday night, and thank you to anyone who also joined me this afternoon. And yeah, that's it for tonight. I hope to be live again, likely only once tomorrow. I have a bit of a busier day, and then I am on holidays all of next week, so I will be home and crafting, so I hope to have videos pretty much every day. All right. Hi Sandra, nice to see you. We're at the end of the video, but please, by all means, watch it back. And the other thing I wanted to do, just a little incentive, so for anyone who orders this kit, whether you order it as the entire kit with the stamp set, or you just order the kit and you come and make it with me, or you have me stamp it and make it at home, I would like to include, for anyone who orders this or tells me that they want it, you can't order it, so you have to tell me that you want it. So anyone who signs up for a class or tells me that you would like to order this within the next 24 hours, so by the end of the weekend, I will include, not an entire roll, because you don't need it, but I will also include, I'd have to work out how many yards I would need, but I will include some of this other gold metallic thread that is in the annual catalog. Because I know that's my plan when I make some more of these, is to use some of this ribbon instead of all of the sequins. Okay, so anyone letting me know that they want to take this watercolor kit as a class, or that you would like to order it on your own, you have the next 24 hours to give me that information. I will then include with yours, free of charge, some additional gold ribbon, and I will also include some gold sequins so that you can change up this and you don't have to use these little guys. All right, so that is my offer, next 24 hours. And once again, thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will keep you posted of a live time for tomorrow. Good night, guys.